When did you do that?
I just got back here from Traverse City. Like I drove here 4 hours to get here.
Okay, but when did you tell them you wanted the confirming test? Your name?
Taylor Byer.
Thank you, sir.
What were you looking on doing with this?
Your Honor, I know he's in person to discuss his recent test results, and at this time I'm in receipt of the second part of the pending plea offer. I'm just asking for a brief adjournment for me and Mr. Byer to further discuss this matter to potentially resolve at the next pre-trial hearing.
Giving this to October 15, 2025, 9 a.m.
Would that be via Zoom, Your Honor?
You have his latest progress report?
I do have his latest progress report, Your Honor.
All right. What did he want to say about it? Because I'm trying to figure out, you want to explain the cocaine?
I've been doing everything.
Mr. Allen. Huh?
I've been doing everything I'm supposed to, and I do not know how that happened. I don't know if there was like a residue or something. I don't know.
You don't know what?
I've done nothing there.
Well, you said, I don't know if there was what?
If there was like something I touched or something. So I know that can be something that can happen, but I've been
doing cocaine in your system? That does happen with amoebas. You're saying this got into your system by you touching something?
I don't know. I don't know if it was a false positive or not. But I've been doing everything to not do that. So
you have a medical marijuana card?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you ask for the test to be sent out?
Yeah, I'd like to get it.
Did you ask for it?
Yeah, I
found out.
Yes, I did.
Did you pay them for the confirming test?
I didn't pay it yet, but I told them I wanted to get it sent out. My community corrections.
When did you do that?
I just got back here from Traverse City. Like I drove here 4 hours to get here.
Okay, but when did you tell them you wanted the confirming test?
I talked to Maya yesterday about it.
You talked to her yesterday?
Yes, I did.
And then when were you going to pay for it? What did she say?
She said that's fine, and like told me I had to pay $30, and that's what I was going to go do.
So he wants a hearing on this? Mr. Cash?
Your Honor, I believe we should have, you think between now and the 15th, a hearing, a follow-up hearing on the test results?
Well, I can set a hearing, but I don't know when the confirmation test is going to be back, because he's got to get $30 over there, but he's not going to be able to walk it over today.
I'll leave it to the discretion of the court, but I agree. I think we should have one hearing between then.
What I'll do is I'm going to adjourn it out to my next available date at this point, which is October 15, 2025. If you want to motion something up before then you can do it and motion it up. But I'll also set on that date the pretrial and a bond violation hearing. At this time, however, based upon these test results, defendant's bond is revoked, defendant's remanded.
Please state your name for the judge.
Yes, Your Honor, Michael Scott Collins.
All right. Your Honor, we're here for a bond violation sentencing. I've provided documentation from Oakdale Recovery to the prosecutor and to the court. I believe he is welcome back to Oakdale.
Say again.
I believe he's welcome back to Oakdale Recovery. I've provided information to the court and the prosecutor.
So he can be released to treatment?
If the court says so.
Spouses, anything?
Your Honor, I think the court recalls, but just in case the record needs to be sort of fleshed out a bit more, the defendant had been released to go to Oakdale.
Correct.
When in Oakdale, there was a tamper violation with a cut strap. I understand there may have been a dental appointment in this mix that ran over or something to that effect, but certainly cutting off the tether is not the reaction we would like to see. If the court ultimately rules the defendant can be released to inpatient treatment, I still want a GPS tether, frankly. I think that that's important, but I would hope that the court, for lack of a better term, would sort of impress upon the defendant how incredibly important it is to just remain compliant with his bond. My office gave him a considerable offer in this case to plead guilty to an added count of use as opposed to the possession of methamphetamine or ecstasy, which is a 10-year felony, into the 1-year misdemeanor. So I'm just concerned that the reaction is to cut off the tether, and I don't want to see it happen again.
So how long has he been in thus far?
Looks like since the end of July, if I'm reading this all correctly.
And substantial time before then.
Whoa, but he's been in about 45 days on this violation.
Correct.
So what would make me think that releasing him back on a tether is going to work this time?
I think
We got a crazy story about, were you at the dentist?
I was.
there was a mix up with the timeline.
So why'd you cut the tether?
I was trying to get back into treatment.
I understand.
I was only like 8 days away from completing. And I've been homeless for 4 years, and I had a move-in date on August 6th, and I begged them to let me back into the treatment center. They said no because of the time, and I was just afraid of losing everything I built, and I panicked, and I made a really bad mistake, and I promise I will complete the treatment. I've had a lot of time to think of that mistake. You know, I've been in jail for 45 days, rerunning that day, and I have so much regret about it. I just want a second chance. I beg, if you would let this 45 days or whatever it be dead time. And you know, I understand if I mess up, I have a whole year I have to serve.
How long is
28 days.
Plus the
detox.
aftercare.
I need detox too.
right? Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do it this way. I'll sign an order releasing the defendant to treatment at Oakdale. I will adjourn his sentencing on the bond violation. You need to complete that program and be in the aftercare portion of things.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're gonna just sit.
Okay.
I'll give you a second shot.
Okay.
All right? But we'll sign a new tether order. He'll be released to treatment, but he won't be released prior to placement on a GPS tether. And I'll adjourn his sentencing. If it's a 20-day program, you probably have some detox. You're right in there. I'll adjourn his sentencing November 5th, 2025 at 9. If it looks like he's not completely through at a good point, then let the court know. We'll figure out a date.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. You might want to make sure to prepare a fresh order. I'll prepare the community corrections order.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you.